Well, we're gonna do a chatty get ready with me because I have nothing for this week. I have nothing. I went to Vegas and I partied. I didn't. It's my sister's bachelorette party. You just have to be supportive, and I didn't get any film footage of it. I just wanted to be in the moment, so here we are, scrambling. And I didn't post last week because of that. We're gonna torture myself and probably torture you guys if you guys already clicked off this video. I'm sorry. We're gonna do my makeup routine for every day. Chatty, because I need to get ready. I'm gonna be eating some soy chorizo and egg burritos. I have my coffee right here, which is gonna be great. It's a Harry Potter, but inside this coffee is the coffee I vlogged a couple weeks ago prior when I needed coffee with almond milk, a little bit of almond milk creamer, and I had added some vanilla syrup that I made. So outfit change and 20 years later, and here we are, still here. I already primed and moisturized my face. Do this. This is the Maybelline Cover Stick in the shade medium beige. It's a stick concealer. I don't wear foundation because I don't like it on my skin, especially for every day. Like occasionally, yes, I will break it out, but everyday basis, nah. And I just kind of just dot it everywhere. This is a sponge. Use it all until it's completely gross because I'm gross. I don't have hygiene, can we tell? The sponge gets the job done. So I'm just gonna pat and we're gonna just blend out my eyes because, whoa, you see the difference? Freaking concealer make under your eyes, it just like changes. You look bright and awake. I don't want to talk about makeup because I'm not good at it. So this isn't punishment because nobody asked for that. Maybe it is torture because nobody asked for this video. Nobody ever asks for any of my videos, so we're fine. So we're just gonna blend and then let these chill a little bit because when you get thicker, I find they cover better. And we're gonna use this. This has no cap, but I know this is from the drugstore. It is a powder. I wear the shade Creamy Natural. You could use translucent, it doesn't matter. Whirl my brush and then tap off the excess and just set my eyes. Again, I don't know if this is right. Probably isn't. But if it works for me, it works. It worked in Vegas, so we're just gonna get at it. We're gonna start doing the forehead bronzer. I use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer that keeps breaking on me. Almost Halloween. Next week is Halloween, and I have not gone to a pumpkin patch. I have not gone any scary stuff. Haunted mazes, nothing. I am devastated over here. Hold on. I need to take care of letting my cat inside. Hold on. Like, who doesn't go to haunted stuff or mazes? Also, like, my temple right here has been hurting. I think it's because I haven't been drinking coffee. I didn't drink coffee the entire Vegas trip, and I feel like I should have. Because now I'm finally starting to get headaches. But thank God I'm home. Trying to find new music. If you have any recommendations, please check them my way. My music taste, I don't dress for my music taste, if we're gonna be honest. I like screamo, I like alternative punk rock, like anything from mid-90s to early 2015 is I've always liked. However, I've been stuck in that genre. I mean, I do have different varieties of music. I like 80s, I like 90s, I like any type of music except rap, basically. We're going places. So, bye to that, because I don't need that anymore. I don't know how to contour. I feel like I should learn how to because I'm a chubby person we need to sculpt all my cheekbones, but I just bronzed. To me, I think bronzer goes on the cheeks and right there. I can still see you. Same bronzer goes into my eyes because I don't do eyeshadow. If we do this, you're good. You're solid. How I contour. It's so stupid. Maybe I shouldn't actually. You know what? We're going to do it because I use this. This is NYX taupe. As you can see, it's barely touched. I do this very often. Not often. I just go boom, 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 boom. And not a lot because, and you just put it right there in the hollows. I think that's where you contour. I want to go move somewhere where there's seasons because I don't have any here. It's very depressing. I love the idea. So we're gonna be clear. I love the idea of fall and winter because I don't have that here. It's 90 today. 90. It grinds my gears because I want to buy cute fall clothes, but I get hot and sweaty. It changes my life. I just use this to shape my brows, and I also use it to prime my eyelashes as well for mascara. I like thick brows, so I kind of just use the brow gel to help shape somewhat of how thick I want them to be. They're not gonna look super perfect, but what can I do? Eyelashes are pretty long and they grow pretty well by themselves, so it doesn't really matter. So I just curl them like so. This looks like a torture device. Like clickbait. That's clickbait. Everybody feel about that? Like Disney X thing or Disney Plus. I don't. Is that what it's called? I use either cream blush or powder blush. They're kind of the same. This one's almost gone, so I'm gonna just keep using this until it's gone. It's Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale's line, and it's in the shade Cabana. It's a cream lip and cheek tint, and it looks like this. Really good on the cheeks. Makes you look really natural, really nice and dewy, which is what I like because I have dry skin. Or I use this Tarte Exposed blush, which looks like this. Not as used because I just put this in my bag as soon as this started to look non-existent. So I have a backup blush. So we're just gonna swirl into this, and I go heavy-handed. I go on my nose and my cheeks. But how does everybody feel about that Disney Plus? Like, are we gonna buy it? Is it gonna overtake Netflix? Like, man, I don't know. They're pretty good. I use Wisp and Flexitarian. Super good. I got this from Taylor. She recommended it, so I bought it. And I highlight. I like to pretend I'm natural, but we know I'm not. What's your favorite breakfast food? I went to this place. If you're in Vegas, we're gonna talk about, okay, we're talking about food right now. Okay, is that what we're doing? Yes, we are. I went to Vegas, obviously, last week. I keep talking about it because I'm boring. We're gonna work on mascara. Okay, we're gonna work on mascara now. So we're planning on going to Vegas. I would recommend bringing a car if you're able to, because there's this restaurant called Neighbors. Oh, it's a breakfast joint. And I think like a lunch joint. So good. It looks like a little hole in the wall, but the food, man, so good. Like, I had the French toast and I had their iced coffee because coffee. It was so big. You get your money's worth, especially on the Strip. It is so expensive. Everything is jacked up. They tax everything. This is it. Nobody's ever commented on this because nobody watches these videos, but whatever. Mega Length by Wet n Wild. I used 2 to 3 coats of this stuff, and I only applied on the top. I used to do the bottom, but then I got lazy, so everyday use is only on the top. You do have to purchase this frequently, which is fine. I don't mind because it's like only $2, and by the end of the year you're spending the price of how much you would pay for, I think, like Too Faced Better Than Sex, like $36, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Some stuff I say splurge on, some stuff I say save. Mascara is one you could always, I feel like, find a good one at the drugstore. This happens to be mine. I am back on birth control. I don't have sex, so I was never afraid of like having like a pregnancy scare. I was never afraid of that because you have to do things in order to have pregnancy scares, so I didn't get on it. I did it for more of my acne and my period. My period, ooh, has been bad for years. For like ever since I started, I would go about 7-8 days of just non-stop bleeding, and it would just suck. Let me tell you how many times I ruined like Disney trips or school trips, or just going to school. I had to go home because I would, no matter how many tampons I shoved in there, constantly bleed through. I would wear a tampon and a pad and I would still bleed through. It was, so I got it. I barely got on birth control. I never wanted to be on birth control. I never wanted to put anything in my body to go in case, like, kids wise. I wanted a bunch of kids, and I was always afraid to go on birth control because I would have been told that I would have a hard time conceiving if I was to start having kids. So it was never worth it. Like, I'd rather just be abstinent and deal with my freaking periods, but it's just been getting too much off lately. I am now 22. It's kind of embarrassing when you just this. I am now on the menstrual cup, which, holy Jesus, it is the best thing. If I've only known about it when I was like in the 8th grade or like in high school, it would have saved so many white jeans. I would have, before I got on birth control, there were times I would overflow, like it would be top, and people say that doesn't happen. It would happen, like, they say to leave it on for 12. I would take it out every time I would go bathroom when I first started, when I was in my normal cycle, and yeah, there'd be no way I could keep that thing in for 12 hours and not change it, but it made it my period a little bit easier to deal with. And then I got birth control. I am now God's favorite. I only have it for 3 days. It's amazing. I'm not saying to get on birth control. I just decided, like, the menstrual cup is something I feel like more people should talk about. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. It's for, like, what more people should talk about. It is not for everyone, I will say. It's not for, I'm not promoting. I am promoting it, but, like, I'm not getting paid to, because, like, nobody pays me for this stuff. Give a cup sucked booty, so I didn't want to try that, and so I was like, which one? There is a lady, I forgot what her name is. I don't know how different eyebrows are. Anyways, I would recommend go watching her videos. I think her name's like Kim. I could be wrong. I feel like it starts with a K. Again, I could be wrong, so probably not. I'm using Dip Brow, by the way. I have oil in it because it dried out. She'll show you how much she catches. I don't think she does it more because she's been demonetized. I get it. I get why. But yeah. You like my mug? Harry Potter. I am a huge Potter nerd. I want to go to London and go to Warner Brothers Studios so bad. I've been to the one here in LA, which is amazing. Like, honestly, if you're in LA or if you're trying to visit LA and want to do a tour, I go to the one when it's only local, like when it's only like $50, because I live in Southern California. I get discounts for that for living here. But I recommend doing that tour. It changes up all the time, so whatever shows you that are now more frequent, you may see that one better than others. I'm overdue to go to one. I go every couple of years because, again, different scenes. I was there when they were shooting Gilmore Girls, the new season on Netflix. Oh, I was so excited because they weren't shooting that day. I recommend going during weekdays because that's when people are working, so there's a chance that you might see somebody. Like George Clooney was that close to me, and I was like, he's a handsome boy. A handsome man, let me tell you. But I was going when they were shooting Gilmore Girls, so they had everything set up, but it was like they weren't shooting that day. So we were able to go into town. Oh, my little heart. I was so happy. I went into Lorelai's house. Oh. More into the matte for fall and winter? No, girl. Who are you kidding? I like to look dewy. I like to look sweaty. I like to say I'm not vegetarian because I have slip-ups, but I don't like to eat meat. It's not really my thing. I love a steak, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying not to eat as much meat anymore. So I'm not a full-on vegetarian. I do have mix-ups and I do have slip-ups, but for the most part, I don't eat meat. And they have this new thing at Disneyland called, like, it's at Star Wars Galaxy, and I follow like vegan Disneyland people on Instagram for food wise, because even though I'm not vegetarian or like, I'd like to say I'm closer to a vegetarian, even though I'm not vegan, like, it's still like nice to have that, and then I could just say, hey, add the cheese, add the dairy, like. But it's nice to have options, and it's nice to know that Disneyland and like now theme parks and food chain restaurants are now giving more light to vegetarians and vegans. Like, I went to Breakfast Republic, which is in San Diego. I don't know if they're anywhere else, but I know we have one in San Diego. We have 2 locations. I feel like I'm a freaking endorsement to everything. Like, signs for vegetarians, and they would say, like, you can make this vegan, just ask for this, obviously, and that was always nice. So, packing up my little bag. My bag doesn't have much. I feel like I don't do much. I don't like to wear a lot of makeup. I feel like this looks like myself on a daily basis. I will only, because I feel like if I wear a lot of makeup all the time, I'd get used to how I look, and I'm working on my face insecurities. I'm working on my body insecurities. So I feel like if I just look like, oh, this, and then look pretty like every now and then, like do my full on makeup every now and then I'll be like, whoa, like, girl, you lit, you pretty. I don't know, that's the way I think. I love being dewy. You don't have to like being dewy. That's fine. That's fine. I take this. This is like a Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. Why is nobody talking about this? I know it used to get talked, like, people used to talk about it. It's still, but like, nobody is raving about this anymore, and I don't understand why, because I've never found another better dewy one. So I spray like a crap ton, so hold on. And then I let it set. That's how I do my makeup. If you want to do this, I don't really wear lip stuff. If I do, it's just chapstick on a daily basis. Sometimes I do wear lip stuff. I don't want to get my bag. My lip stuff is in my suitcase, and I haven't unpacked because lazy. But this is what I do on a daily basis. So, I don't know. Hopefully it looks good. I think it looks good. Does it look good? Who knows? This is what happens this is the type of makeup for people who want to wear makeup but don't want to wear makeup at the same time because society says you gotta wear makeup. Just kidding. This is for somebody who's a noob and just wants to look somewhat decent. Look like this. Look at how dewy we are. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Vlogs will return next week because this was a different element. If I need to correct anything on my face, let me know. I'm pretty sure that's when all the comments are like, Alexa, you do not know how to do your makeup. Yes, I understand that. But until next time, talk to you guys next week.